Hello, Applebrooks. I have been trying to start this video and put my thumbnail on the live dashboard, and it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me put it on there, you all. And I think it's because of the subject matter. I kept trying and trying. I thought, it's not over the 2.0 whatever it was. It was like 1 point something. It would not let me do it. So I just sat and looked at it. And I can feel its energy. Okay. I can feel this energy from this topic. And I'm taking a big chance sharing what I'm sharing. I am. And I know I am. I want to show you all something. So I'm going to show you the screen that let me save this video first. I'm going to save the video, you all. This ain't this is it's not good. It's not good. Okay, so I scared myself. I don't know what's going to happen. I want to show you this. I was trying to change my thumbnail. It wouldn't let me. I kept trying to change it. I would go and I'd pick my picture, and it wouldn't change for me, you all. It wouldn't. I kept trying to load this image that's behind right here to the side of me. I kept trying to upload that. It wouldn't let me. I had to close out of it. Is what I had to do. This is a very sensitive subject, you. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's very sensitive, extremely sensitive. Please watch your comments on here, okay? You do not want to trigger anything, okay? Don't trigger nothing. Watch your comments, okay? Please watch your comments on here because of the subject matter. So, just tell you what. I want to show some. I want to show some of the stuff, you all. Let me start off right here. Let me start off right here, you all. So this is kind of scary for me. It is. I'm getting over here. I promise you, I'm going to come over here to where you're at. So the black goo is an intelligent, nanotech, sentient liquid rumored to have been the real cause of the Falkland Wars and the reason behind the Deepwater Horizon oil disaster of 2010, so the story goes. So is this X-Files or real life, whatever that is these days. Is the human race a hybrid species, a gene spliced with a radically different, more advanced alien genome, as hinted at in nearly every ancient tradition here on Earth? Do our crypto governments fear that this newly discovered black goo is a kind of reset button left here by our creators, the engineer of Prometheus movie, to wipe out most of our overpopulated planet and begin again? Are we all just dumbed down drones working on an invisible treadmill while the planetary elite pull the strings as they have been doing for tens of thousands of years. Um, so, I didn't know what I was going to do a video on. I didn't, you all. But I tell you what. So look at this. That's not normal. When Naomi Klein traveled to the Gulf of Mexico in December to report on the aftermath of BP Deepwater Horizon spill, she saw disturbing signs of the oil's destruction. But after she left, the research crew aboard the Weatherbird 2 encountered a slimy black substance coating the ocean floor that none of them had ever seen before. Marine geochemist David Hollander commented, "The closer the boat gets to the wellhead, the more black matter is there in the sediment. The abnormal layer of sediment is up to 5 times thicker than it was when he collected samples here in August. The oil's presence on the ocean floor didn't diminish with time, it grew." So where did the black goo come from? So I remember that incident. I do. I remember that incident of this black goo. And when I lived in Maryland, this now is bringing this back to my memory. When I lived in Maryland, that was around, let me see, 96 through maybe, I don't know, 99 or 2000. I remember hearing something about, it was either the plant life or the fish in the waters they were being suffocated. There was no oxygen. There was no oxygen in the water. Okay, and there was like a die-off or something. Something was happening with the water. That was way back then, you all, when I lived in Maryland. Do you all remember that? Like, no oxygen in the water? I lived on Fort George G. Meade, so it's around Laurel, Maryland, is where it was. The red tide or something. Okay. The algae. Okay. Algae blooms and stuff like that. All right. That's fine. Okay, so, oopsie, Gina, I'll put this back to me, you all. I'm going to read one more, so we're going to talk about this black goo. So look at this. According to Harold's research, an invading version of what is known as the black goo landed on our planet roughly 80,000 years ago. This black goo could be considered a type of alien, AI, or a seed device for creating life within a biosphere. The invader does not belong here and has been attempting to unpack its program to the detriment of our natural order. It contains remnants of its original life forms. Wait a minute, you all. Its original life forms. And it's like It's like this right here. Okay. Its original life form, which is spider-type beings, which have been coaxing the elite into carrying out their plans for earthbound manifestation for as long as we know. So these original life forms, spider-type beings, our energies have been used for food, and our environment has been tweaked to make people weak. The plan to get these higher dimensional archonic beings to hook into their human husks is getting closer all the time. And it's at the heart of this right here, you all. Recently, Harold has made contact with higher dimensional beings that could be considered guardians of the planet, who have assured him these unnatural plans will be disrupted. Time will tell. Time will definitely tell all things. It really will, you all. Let's hope that we don't run out of time ourselves. Okay, let's hope we don't. So the archons were, I think I remember, they were like spider-like beings. Spider-like beings. That was their original shape. Archonids, is that how you say it? Because I don't know how to say the original. Does somebody know the original name of those? See, and then look. And look how they, look at this, you all. Wait a second. Look how they, ooh, this will not. I was trying to, and look how they glorify Spider-Man. Spider-Man, you all. The archons were spiders. That's what they were. And he has special ability just like that. Yeah. No, they're not called. Oh, thank you, CJ Kushking. Arachnids. That's perfect. Let me type it in. Arachnids. So yeah. Let me write that in. Don't go away. R-E-R-A-C and arachnids. Yes, we got it. So they're spiders. No, I want to arachnids, archons. Okay, well that's good right there. Oh. Okay, can you all see this? Yeah, you can see it. So there's all different kinds. I think that we won't find a... I don't like to look at this, you all. Invaders from space. Boom. You all, this is... Come on now, you all. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. And then we got Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Why does Spider-Man got to be involved in this, you all, is what I want to know. Like, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You know that song? Maybe they want us to, get us used to the Spider-Man. Now, I don't have nothing against, the Spider-Man things. I don't. I just saw something else. Look right here. Watch this. Alien spiders. Black goo, chemtrails, and Morgellon. No, I don't think they look like that, you all. I don't think they look like that. We got a black widow. There comes the archons, you all. Have you heard of the archons? They are here. Have you heard of the archon aliens? They are supposedly here on Earth already. And you should check out this video. I'm not going to check that video out, you all. I'm not going into somebody else's video. I'm not. I'm doing research and documenting. That's what we do. They grow. Oh my gosh, you all. They grow in your lower intestines. And they have spider-like body parts. They grow in both male and females. They also can grow in female and male humans. Wait a minute. You hold that thought right there. Okay, hold that thought right there. Watch this, you all. Watch it. Look at this. They grow in your lower intestines. Okay, you see that right there? They grow in your lower intestines. I'm going somewhere with this, you all. I promise you, I am. See if I can get to it. We'll see if I get to it, you all. Please be patient. Because where is it? I found it. I found it. Right here. Right here.
Grammarly helps make your right.
I found it, you all. They grow in your lower intestines. I am not going to stick this slime, magnetic slug-like robot into my body. Okay, I'm not. Swallowed into the human body. The reconfigurable robot is controlled by magnets. It can pass through narrow passages, trap, transport, and release multiple delicate objects, and recover after being cut apart. Why would anyone have the need for this? A research team in China is planning to further explore its medical application in the gastrointestinal tract. Nowadays, even a conventional endoscope can reach the stomach very easily. So we are thinking that in the future, we want to test more actually in the part below the stomach. So that's, for example, the small intestines, that region, because these regions are very... The small intestines. Okay, the small intestines. Okay, did you see that? I uploaded this video on the April the 12th. And here we are now. Here we are now talking about this, the lower intestines. The lower intestines, you all. Have you heard of the Archon aliens? They are supposedly here on Earth already, and you should check out this video. They grow in your lower intestines, and they have spider-like body parts. Spider-like body parts. So, let's see it stretching out. They got it to where it can stretch out. They do. Right there you are. And we want them to get into the stomach, the small intestines. That's it's disappointing. It really is kind of disappointing to me. And I'm not just saying that either. It is disappointing. It's all right. It's fine. So they enter our bloodstream. through multi-dimensional live stream activated by, I can't say too much. You have to do the research in the right places, and I will start you down that rabbit hole. Honestly, we have many different things living in our body, and the research of multidimensional beings living inside us could be true. It could be. You all, I don't think I don't want to. Okay, see that right there? You can go there. You can type that in yourself. I'm not putting this in the live stream, you all. I'm not going to put this in the live stream, so you'll see this. You can, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close out of it. I'm not putting it in there. No, I'm not. That's my own video. And I say you can go there and you can see that. I did not even know that that would even happen like that. You always talking about these archonic spiders. That's right. I'm not doing it. I don't want to go there and I don't want to see it. Okay, I don't. Okay, now let's look at this. So we have the VFX, witness the destructive nature of the black goo in the alien covenant. You all, I've heard of the alien covenant. Have you heard of the alien covenant? Marta, honey, let's please be careful what you say, okay? Because we can't talk about certain subjects, okay? We'll have to hide your comment. Nothing personal. Don't take it personal, Martha. Marta, don't take it personal, but we will have to hide your comment. Thank you, Al, honey. Yes, or Apple Brooks. Yeah, thank you, Apple Brooks. Yeah. I haven't either, but this was, I think it was it looks eerie. It looks kind of like the new Alien. It was an Alien movie. I'm supposed to be over here showing this. So we saw the movie Alien, the new Alien movie in development, the Alien TV series for FX, the Alien Covenant sequel. If you make a covenant with somebody, you go ahead and take a swig of that Mad Mama, you take a swig of that bentonite detox clay. So what is a covenant, you all? Let's look up a covenant. We got to look up what is a covenant. Well, we know what a covenant is. Job said he made a covenant with the Lord not to look at another woman lustfully, because he said that would be terrible. And if he did, may another man take my wife. That's what he said. And may she grind another man's wheat or something. And may other men, well, that was not nice of what he said about that, but he said he made a covenant with his eyes not to look at another woman lustfully. So a covenant is an agreement. You all, don't ask me how come it got stuck in my mind. I'll tell you why. Because I listened to the book of Job. It's on a CD down there in my basement. And when I go down in the basement and I do work in the basement, I just push the play button on the CD because I like the book of Job. I do. Yes, you all, I love it. It's one of my favorite books. If you listen to something over and over, you get it embedded in your head. Oh my goodness. Of all the things that would stick in my mind, you all, that word covenant, I made a covenant. Well, this is an alien covenant. Somebody made a covenant with the aliens. Okay, they did. That's right. They made a covenant with the aliens, and it looks like they made it with the black goo in the alien covenant. So whether you liked Alien Covenant or not, critics and fans alike can agree that, like Prometheus, Covenant was a visual spectacle and an incredible cinematic viewing experience. Like Prometheus as well, the visual effects for Ridley Scott Alien's Covenant were handled with extreme care by the folks at MPC. They better handle it with extreme care, you all, because you're dealing with an alien life form, and you know this got to keep the reputation up. They got to keep that reputation going, you all. They really do. Yes, that's right, U.S. Let's leave this. So this post is somewhat of a throwback as the details of this magnificent work of the sequel. So they got some visuals that you may have seen about the VFX videos is that they offer a fantastic look at the destructive capabilities the black goo pathogen possessed when it was unleashed by David on the Engineer Society on Paradise. Uh-oh. I'm not going to push it because if I push that button, oh, you know what I can do? I can go like this. You know, here, watch what I can do. This is what I can do. I think I can hover over it and we can see it. See, look, alien covet. If I make this really big, I can. So let me make it a little bit bigger, Gina. We can see it without playing it, see. You gotta be tricky. Let's see. We'll just hover over it. So these are screenshots. Oh, so that's what it looks like, the black goo. Oh. It looks like a bunch of root systems. It's growing. Oh, there it is in the center. Uh-oh, it's ooh. What is that? That looks like a chemtrail or something. Something's falling. Uh-oh. You know what we got in the clouds, you all? We got things in the... No! That is so gross. Wait a minute, you all. I got to scoot this screen over so we can see what else is down here. I hope this is all right, you all. I don't want to push the video because I just want to abide by, you know, how you're supposed to do it. I gotta, yeah. So this thing lands down. Let's see if we got this. It does something. Ooh, 111. It does something to the bodies. It looks like a big squid. You think it's turning them into zombies? Zombie apocalypse. I did think about that. I thought about the zombie apocalypse, you all. I did because you know they have movies on the zombie. Oh, you all, I did not do that. Whoo! Oh my gosh, you all, that scared me. That made me lightheaded. Oh my gosh, that made me really lightheaded. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you all, that made me so light. It made me lightheaded. I don't want to look at that. I just wanted to come down here, you all, and I couldn't help it. I get so involved in what I'm doing. I really do. I concentrate really well. Okay, look. So regardless of where Disney takes the next Alien film, we hope the story arc concerning David and his black goo experiments continues to evolve. What about you? Should we see more alien genetic mayhem in the next Alien film? Let us know in your comments. And then if you're a fan of Prometheus, Alien and Prometheus, and you would like to discuss Alien Covenant and its upcoming sequel with other like-minded fans, join our Alien Covenant forum, our fan sites. Wow. Yeah, so that's that, you all. I'm going to close out of that. I'm not setting that there, you all. Let's look at these spiders. The Hound Archon. Okay, so let's see. There was something else I wanted to see. We're supposed to be looking at the the black goo. Okay, that's what they said about the black goo. Okay, I wanted to do this right here. There's some parts of this I cannot share. I can't do it, you all. Can't do it. Okay, we can do this. So, there's this series which starts with part one, which brings in Alfred Weber's overview of 40 years within the world of exo you know what's. The shock he felt when waking up to the reality of the sentient black goo's presence, and his dedication to helping humankind wake up and discover solutions. In parts 2 above and parts 3, he leads the discussion with an introduction into right there and the science as above, so below, applied to the metaphysical relationship of humankind with its place in the cosmos. We do have a place in the cosmos. Okay, we do. This is a very large subject matter that draws into our collective consciousness the reality of how we are, in every sense of the word, co-creators. So, co-creators. So, what they want is the rising of humanity. His work is the rising of humanity is a collective work, one of honor and love in service to the highest truth that we can achieve. So this is what this person wants. Let's look at this, you all. I can do this. In 18 of the archons and the Arcari insects. In 1837, Andrew Cross reported to the London Electrical, the London Electrical Society concerning the accidental spontaneous generation of life in the form of Acarus genus insects, while he was conducting experiments on the formation of artificial crystals by the means of prolonged exposure to weak electric current. So he's used electric current to a generation of life. The generation of life. So throughout the numerous strict experiments under a wide variety of conditions, utterly inimical to life as we know it, the insects continued to manifest. The great Michael Faraday also reported to the Royal Institute that he had replicated the experience, and soon afterward all noticed this phenomenon ceased to be reported, and the matter has not been resolved since then, you all. So got this great big gigantic paper right here, you all. Look at that. This is a great big paper. He says that for the sake of truth and science, which I follow, I am neither an atheist, nor a materialist, nor a self-imagined creator, but a humble and lowly reverencer of that great being, whose laws my accusers seem wholly to have lost sight of. You all, I'm going to put this in here so you all can read this. Okay, I will. This is probably be the one thing I put in here. This seems really interesting to read right there. Even though I didn't read it. Where's it at, you all? I can't even find it. What happened to it? Did you see that? Did y'all see that? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I blew this up. Okay. He had electric action on fluids holding in a solution of substance, exposed it to red heat and quenched it in water. So black flint powder. I reduced a piece of black flint powder, having first exposed it into a red heat and quenched it in the water to make it friable. Something had 6 legs. Okay, let's see about this. In the course of a few weeks, about 100 of them made their appearance on stone. I observed that at first each of them fixed itself for a considerable time in one, let's get over here, in one spot, appearing as far as I could judge to feed the suction, to feed by suction. But when a ray of light from the sun was directed upon it, it seemed disturbed. It doesn't like the light. And it removed itself to the shaded part of the stone. Out of about 100 insects, not above 5 or 6 were born on the south side of the stone. So this thing does not like the light. It doesn't like the light. So he examined them with a microscope and observed that the smaller ones appeared to have only 6 legs, and the larger ones had 8 legs, you all. 8 legs. It was a species that were hatched by electric action. Plasma. I think it's like plasma and dark matter or something. Ooh, they look like little mites and stuff too. That really does. Look at that. Silicate potassa. You look at that yourself, okay? I'm going to close that out. You go ahead and look at that yourself because, yeah. I could get into reading stuff like that, but not on here, you all. And reading would make me tired. Whoopsie, you all. We're going to come right here. Look at this. America's alien invasion. Veterans Today. What is Veterans Today? I've never been there. But, look at that. Boom. You got the pretty black, look like black oil, black gold. So let's look at this. I'm trying to get myself off of that, you all. Let me put it back here. So let's click in here. I'm going to open it up. Let's see where it's showing up. Better put it on to me. Okay. Veterans Today. Veterans Today. Veterans Today. New flagship store opening soon. 178182 Regent Street in London. Persona Synthetics New Generation Synthetic Human. You have a 4CX CNS neural processor. It's like our computers, a neural processor. Fully customizable personality. Oh, wow. You will get an all-day battery. Humans. Is that a joke? This is in 2016. This is a PhD. The title of this article is not referring to a mass migration of illegal aliens or anything like that. They provide you with forbidden information. It's forbidden, you all. I am just documenting. Okay, we're talking about black goo. Oh, this article is about ongoing beyond the alien ET hybrids and insert them into the top people. Okay, you every effort has been made. It's important to note it's exceedingly difficult to get this information to cross-corroborate it from the from those that dare to speak. So we have alien technology that has been abused. Where was it that someone said that? I know what it was. It was in Zimbabwe. Okay, it was in Zimbabwe when the 60 school children saw the alien craft come down. Okay, and these two girls were all skipping around in the field by the school, and two aliens came out and they were skipping around with them too. Shortly thereafter, the girl who, they reached out their hands and stuff. The alien reached out his hand. She had been visited. Was this what it was, you all? She was visited, and she said that the alien told her, the sentient being, told her that they were using technology in a bad way. Okay, in a bad way. Okay. As with anything, I could use this right here in a bad way for bad reasons, or I could use it for good reasons. It's like people, you don't want, it's like, let me, okay, stop. Here's a song. Okay, you all say, Gina, you're going to sing again? Yeah, I'm going to sing it because I'm trying to show a comparison. It says, don't ever use a good friend for a personal gain, for to do so let's see. Don't ever use a good friend for a personal gain, because if you do and you lose your friend, you have nothing left but shame. There you go. I can't remember all the words, so it wasn't meant for me to sing it. So yeah, you don't want to use your good friend for a personal gain. For to do so and lose your friend will only bring you shame. So don't do it. Don't do things just for bad reasons, okay? So the aliens told her they were doing it for bad reasons. They took the technology and did it wrong, you all. They did it wrong. They abused it. So right now there is an alien invasion and an occupation program underway. It is a joint alien program that is recognized, and it's buried within. So that's what they say. It's buried within. Q clearances. What? I've never heard of a Q clearance. Wait a minute. You all, I haven't never heard of a Q clearance. Do you see what I said? That letter. You see that? Look at this. Right there. I never heard of such a thing. Unacknowledged beyond black special access program are those with the highest Q clearances. Q. You know who they speak about. So, they're only known by the alien ETs. It's behind the invasion and occupation. The end state is yeah. So we need a strong, super smart, hybrid form of the thing with extreme quantum-based AI, psi powers, and absolutely no solar conscience, a true melding of clay and iron. Oh, we're talking about Dulce humans. Let's see this. So ETs and Dulce trying to synthesize the human soul. We got the Dracos, oh, Lord, have mercy, you all. So I want to hear about the Stargate. Oh, they want to snatch your souls from humans and replace them with the evils. Okay. So yeah. That's right. That's right, you all. Mm. We got this black goo right here. We got this black goo, you all, right there. Oh my goodness gracious. We've got black goo. Mmm. Yes, we do. So, that's about right. That's about right. Oh, okay. So we got this right here. We can see this. It's a dangerous imagination, silent assimilation, a shocking presentation by the brilliant German scientists, offering unparalleled descriptions of black goo, the archons, and all of that, because it went back 80,000 years ago, you all. 80,000 years ago. He couldn't get it off his hands. No, I don't want to do that. So the slimy black substance. Did you all remember that? Because I remember that. I heard they said that the slimy black substance that was coating the ocean floor was like, it was like the nano things. It was like eating up the oil. That's what they said. That was the story behind it. It was literally cleaning up the oil off the ocean floor, they said. That's what they said. Cleaning it off the ocean floor. That's what they said. As you can see, there's videos that are not here. They're not allowed to be on here because this person was crazy. They said about the craze fowls, and then that was it, you all, right there. Yeah. The scargophagus. What? That's scargophagus. Linda Hinosha? What's a scargophagus? Are you mean the meteor strikes. Yeah. Sarcophagus. Do you mean a sarcophagus? Sarcophagus. Is that what you mean? A sarcophagus? Had the black goo on it? Yeah, okay. Dustin Moe, the sarcophagus. Yeah. Yeah. Sarcophagus. That's what it was. The sarcophagus. All right. Yeah, that's what it was. I don't want a zombie apocalypse. You are really don't want a zombie apocalypse. Because really, what if they're really trying to prepare us? Somebody's trying to say, hey, you all, there is a zombie apocalypse coming and you've got to prepare for it. Okay, they are saying it. And really, like Picard in this Star Trek movie right there, he encountered that entity right there. He did. I remember that. That was a really dark and creepy Star Trek to watch. Okay, I remember that one. Because I loved watching Star Trek. I did. I loved it. I actually thought he was cute. I did. I thought he's so handsome. I did. That's what I thought. But then I did not like this one right here. I didn't like it. It was really eerie, you all. Very, very eerie. Let me see if we can find Jean-Luc Picard. Because, yeah. No, I don't want to find Jean-Luc Picard. I'm just going to take you to this thing. See, you can do this yourself. So I was wondering if that black sentient cloud was a life form, because it is a mass also, you all. The sentient cloud being. And it takes over everything is what it does. Yeah. That's on your government website. Yes, that's right. So let me see. Jean-Luc Picard and the Black Goo. Or Star Trek. Oh, we got some good pictures. Look at this. So we got some good pictures. Look, this is on Alpha Fandom right there. That's the black goo. Oh, somebody got covered in the black goo. Maybe it didn't want to be like that. Maybe it didn't. I remember she played that really good, that series right there. Um, the villains of Wiki fandom. Let's look at them. So it's an evildoer. The black goo is a conspiracy theory. I just want to tell you all right now that the black goo is a conspiracy theory. That's what they said. And the black cloud, it's all fictional. Okay, it's fictional. That's what they say. It's all fictional. So we're going to read a little bit of fiction. I like science fiction. I like fictional, you all. I like science fiction, though. I get the two mixed up. I really do. So the black goo is a conspiracy theory revolving around a supposed demonic entity that is blamed for many paranormal events, almost always of a malevolent nature. And the entity itself is said to be a tar-like mass of black goo with sapience. Its origins are considered to be satanic, extraterrestrial, or a form of artificial intelligence, depending on the conspiracy theory at play. So the black goo is a popularized 1990 culture via the purity virus. I never heard of that. From the hit show The X-Files. Oopsie. This substance in the lore of the famous alien science fiction horror film, is known as the black goo. Okay. It's a corrupting force. It's a goo-like body. It's mind control, possession, immortality. You can be immortal if you get it. Yeah, you can have paranormal abilities if you give in to that, you all. It says you will have you have mind. Your mind will be controlled because it will take possession of your body, but your body will have immortality and you will have paranormal abilities, and your body will just continue to manifest. I think that's and it will it will drive you to insanity and criminality. That's what it says. And its goal will be to destabilize humanity so it can take over the world, you all. And it is, look at all the crimes that it has: war crimes, possession, brainwashing, terrorism. It's a type of villain. It's a corrupting monster, you all. It is a corrupting monster. This is really neat, you all. I can put the wiki fandom. This is villains fandom here, the black goo, you all. We're going to look at the black goo. Yes, we will. Boom. The black goo. I like looking at where we at right here, you all. I like looking at it. I really do like looking at this fandom, the wiki fandom stuff, because it's like an online comic book. It really is like an online comic book, is what it is. Yes, it is, you all. It's just, yeah. See, we can read, and we don't even have to watch. We can just read it. We can do it. I want to hear what they want to do according to this wiki. Let's look at this. It can be. As can be expected, the theory is so connected with mass culture as a whole, it's often seen as a hoax, a publicity stunt, or a delusion, though it does have a small following that believe the entity to truly exist. And some go as far as claiming media depictions of black goo, such as in the X-Files and Aliens, is all part of the entity's larger plan to desensitize humanity to its presence and prepare them for a future dystopian takeover. Yes, that's right, because we like watching the X-Files. I only watched it twice because it was kind of scary to me. I like science fiction, so yeah, we like it that they have media that show stuff like that. We do like it. We love it. We love it, and they got some video games, but that's okay, you all. We got to read this. It really is important to read it. It is. Let me get this out here. So, the black goo is a mysterious and evil entity that causes victims to become sick. It drives them mad or corrupts them into performing every manner of criminal activity. Often it's said to emit the smell of sulfur and moves of its own accord. The entity is said to actively take interest in the corruption of those around itself and is linked to either a demonic conspiracy to take over the world or aliens who also wish to conquer the world. Some theories also speculated as a rogue artificial intelligent akin to the gray goo, or a secret weaponized thing by the Illuminati. I never heard of a gray goo, you all. I never did hear as a gray goo. Gay goo, gray goo. Ragu spaghetti sauce, you all. That's what it is. Gray goo. It's a tongue twister, you all. I know it is. Let's look at this. I just want to read just read this a little bit more. This is really cool, this wiki thing. I'm glad they got stuff out here for people to read for entertainment. So the black goo is often said to emerge from cracks in the earth, but there are also disturbing reports of black goo falling from the sky as rain or even arriving via the space. No, I can't say gray go fast. Gray goo. Okay, so they say that there's reports, according to Wiki Fandom, there is reports of black goo falling from the sky as rain or even arriving via space. Some have also disturbing reports of black goo. Okay, they claim to witness black goo materialize out of seemingly nothing. Wherever it does arrive, sickness and unease follows, and often when it falls from the sky, it causes animals and people to get sick, and it washes up on the beaches. And it may cling to the skin and cause both mental and physical injuries. To more skeptical minds, these phenomena suggest that black goo is a pollutant of some description, which is given malevolent intent by people's ignorance or panic when encountering such strange phenomena. So it washes up on the beaches. It washes up on the beaches. Now, I know when they were cleaning those seagulls off and stuff, you know how they said they had an oil spill and they were having to wash all that stuff off those animals and stuff. That was really sad. It really was. I don't think they're talking about that, because that was oil that, they had to clean off of the birds. I think they did. They had to clean the oil off the birds. Oil on birds, ocean. I think that's like this, you all. I think that this was I think this is maybe oil slicks that caused this stuff like that. I hope it's not that one thing, you all, because that is terrible for those poor birds. It's like it makes me upset. How to help the sick marine animals. That really does make me very sad when I see that, because that's horrible. It's horrific. It is horrific. Salmonella oil spill. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it, you all. It's giving me an eye ache. It makes my eye hurt. They had to clean the poor little birds. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oil spills and how they affect sea life. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have read that about this black goo. They're talking about Washing up on the beaches, it may cling to skin and cause both mental and physical injuries. Yeah, that's so sad, you all. Let's get out of that. That's too depressing. It really is depressing to read about that. Um, Prometheus, the god's own fire, the hibernization, found black goo mutagen. Is that Predator? You know, I think that these films, you all, in all actuality, um, I do believe that media has some truth embedded within it. But I think that maybe sometimes they big time exaggerate. Okay, they big time exaggerate at times. And sometimes maybe they don't, but they're trying to get their message out. Okay, they're trying to get their message out. And some people say, well, they always tell you what they're going to do before they do it. That too. So, yeah, this black goo. And then you have that black cloud. The black cloud is a sentient being. And they okay, you all, let me just take you back to another another one, just one more. Since I'm on it, I haven't told you about the black cloud. But we will. We're going to come right over here, you all, and we will wait, I think they might have took it down. There was some publication. Black cloud life form. And it was in the let me see. Right here. So they're not playing games, you all. This really isn't a game. This ain't a game at all. None of it is. Okay, so we're over here at the looking at astrobiology. Okay, we are talking about Darwin and life detection, astrobiologists and stuff. What's the definition of life? The ability to reproduce is the essential characteristic of life. Okay, it is. Then, okay, so the elite have confused the concept of being alive with the concept of life. This is not simply the mistaking an adjective for a noun. Rather, it represents the conflation of a part of a system with its whole. Parts of a living system might themselves be alive. A cell in our finger may be alive, as might be a fertilized ovum in the utero. But those living parts do not be coextensive with a living system, and they need not represent life using language precisely. One rabbit may be alive enough, even though he or she is not live, or something like that. You all. So let me get down to here. You all. We got 1994 NASA. We're gonna get to it, you all. Okay, we are. Look at this. So here we go. So the NASA definition also avoids other popular counter-examples lists. One of the popular series, Star Trek, life absorbs compounds from its environment. It increases waste. Okay, data. The android data pointed out that fire consumes food, excretes waste, metabolizes, moves, and grows, but it is not life. But fire is not capable of evolution. Okay, so they're talking about NASA. I don't know why they were talking about fire. Free energy. Okay, they're talking about living systems because they use free energy to produce. Okay, so NASA's definition of life. They have their own theory of life. Okay, they do. All right. Okay, here we go. For example, The crew of Star Trek The Next Generation has encountered a conceptual alien that does not fit NASA's definition, the nanites, that infected the computer of the Next Generation Enterprise. Episode 50, Evolution, are informational, or perhaps electromechanical, but in any case, they're not chemical. Their evolution is not tied to an informational molecule like DNA, although they require a chemical matrix to survive. Then they have the crystalline entity, episode 18, Home Soil. It appears to be chemical, but not obviously Darwinian. It seems to have no children. The Calamarian, episode 51, Deja Q, are made of pure energy, not chemicals. And the sentient being known as Q, episode 1, Encounter at Far Point, and others, appear to be neither matter nor energy, flitting instead in and out of the continuum without the apparent need of either. So they're interdimensional. Okay, they're interdimensional. So okay, look at this, you all. This is where they're talking about the black cloud. Off the screen, other fictional life appears to defy NASA's definition. For example, Fred Hoyle published the story The Black Cloud, a fictional entity that floats into our solar system and it blocks our sunlight, placing Earth in distress. And after the black cloud realizes that Earth holds self-aware forms of life, it politely moves out of the way and it apologizes. So now this is the clincher right here, you all. This gets me right here. If we were to encounter Q, the Calamarian, or any of these other conjectural entities during a real, not conceptual, trek through the stars, we would be forced to concede that they do represent living systems, because they have the attributes that we value in living systems. We would also be forced to agree that they do not fall within NASA's definition of life. We would therefore be forced to agree that we need a new definition for life. If a black cloud were to float into our solar system and begin to apologize to us, we would certainly reject any definition that does not include it as a life, especially if we want to encourage particularly polite life forms. We do not now, they got this italicized, now is italicized. We do not right now change our definition of life so as to accommodate Q or the black cloud or other examples of weird life from Hollywood, because we do not constructively believe that this kind of life is possible. They italicized that, you all. So look at this. With respect to Q or the black cloud, no one is proposing an early warning system to detect such entities, as disruptive as they would be if they were to appear. We do not devote resources to protect ourselves from transdimensional beings or black clouds because we constructively do not believe like they can exist. That's what they said. So likewise, even a group of beings who have achieved perfect immortality may no longer need to reproduce and may therefore lose their ability to reproduce. These, accordingly to our definition theory, have lost their status as a living system. We do not now change our definition of life to include such beings because we do not constructively believe that perfect immortality is possible. We can put this here for you all too. This is a really good reference right here. And I found this, it has been quite a while back, you all. They're telling you that if Q were to show up, or a black cloud, or any other transdimensional beings. That's what they said, transdimensional beings. They will not propose any early warning system whatsoever. They will not. To detect such entities. Okay, they're already telling you they are entities. As disruptive. They know it's going to be very disruptive, as they would be if they were to appear. They said they will not devote resources to protect ourselves from transdimensional beings or black clouds, because we constructively do not believe they can exist. So that's all they have to do is say, well, we just don't believe they exist, so we're not going to devote any resources. We're not going to give an early warning system. You're on your own. That's all. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, you are. But they will change their definition of life. Okay, they would. They would change it. Right back then, they said, right now, we will not change it. They left that. You see how they italicized it? They italicized it. We do not now, italicized, change our definition of life so as to accommodate Q or the black cloud or other, let's come over here, or other examples of weird life from Hollywood, because we do not constructively believe that this kind of life, sorry about this, is possible. So a brief comment on the word constructive is in order. A constructive belief is one that we actually act upon. Okay, act upon. So, yeah, constructively. So they had to make that clear, you all. So, yeah, that's what's happening. So let me put this back to me. I'm about done, you all. I'm about done. And, well, I did a video. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, you are. So you can do your research. You can look this up, and it is a very it's an exciting subject. And wiki fandom and the wiki things, they like to talk about all kinds of this stuff like this. You all, it's pretty interesting because they got a lot of details in the video games that the young adults play nowadays, and the younger children. They're pretty neat too. They really are. So is all the sci-fi movies, you all. Yeah, I don't want to run into a great big giant spider eating humans. I don't. And I don't want to run into a Terminator. I do not. Or any other weird being that is going to, like, gobble me up. And I don't want to run into anything like that, you all. I think I try to stay away from those type of movies. I really do. Yeah, because I don't want them in my mind. So, yeah. So I'm going to go. Thank you all for staying on here. It's interesting. It is. There's so many theories out there, you all. I like looking at all the different types of theories people have. But I do like to keep my mind open. I don't want to be focused on one subject whatsoever. I don't. Because there's all kinds of things out there to talk about. And all different types of theories. Okay, there is. I can see a reason why they would do a Star Trek movie just to, do it, or write a book like this. There's reasons for everything. There really is many different reasons, really, actually. Yeah, that's great. Yes. No, I don't want to get stuck in a spider web either. Don't want to. Yes, you all, we got to go. It's late, you all. Oh my gosh, you all, I kept you all on here till it's 10:53. I'm so sorry. I am. The good thing is, when I get through doing this video, you know what I do? I just go straight to bed. Try to. Yeah, and just relax. That's right. The video games are really, they are action-packed, you all. That's all right. Maybe they need to play those games. Maybe they do need to be desensitized, especially if we have beings like this coming The young adults better be desensitized to stuff like that, because what if they had to face it in real life, you all? Yeah, I don't know if I could face it, but that's okay, you all. It is. I'm going to go. So thank you all, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you all for hanging in here this long. I don't know how long it's been, but thank you so, so much. Love you.